It's loading.
Obviously.
Yeah. Okay, now we have the pack. So all 15 cards. Come on, scroll down.
Instant leash.
Instantly what? Instant leech?
Yep.
For reals? Not the Savage Twister?
I don't know. I guess it's another goodie, but I think the leech is pretty good.
Leech is good. Mana cost is not the most restrictive one. But then again, there's Scatter the Six Vines, Bouncy. So, I'm just saying that we're not gonna be like black-green, so it's probably like, think of a triple black to cast this thing.
Why not black-green? Didn't you say it was one of the archetypes?
Yeah, it was one of the archetypes, and I think one of the best archetypes, and the one with probably the biggest possible pull to make a good deck. But on the other hand, it's like, well, it's pack one, pick one, but still, like, there is Bounty, there is Vines, there is Scatter. There is a Bear as well. So I don't know.
I mean, this brings up like 2/2s every turn, and 3/3s. I don't know.
Okay, let's say we picked Leech, and then what would be the next card then?
I guess Scatter. I don't know.
Really?
I like the Twister too, but it's 2 colors, so.
So why no love for the Twister?
Because it's 2 colors.
Is that the only reason?
Pretty much.
But you know, you can like draft a bunch of those and like, you know, well, Twister is not an instant, it's a sorcery.
Yeah.
I don't know, is this about the print run or just this randomizer, the simulator? But there's so much of like green here and so on, so it's kind of weird.
Or just randomized, I think.
Yeah, so I suppose it's just by accident. Okay. Fortunately, like, all the exact draft simulators are not up yet. Probably fearing Wizards of the Coast in terms of making proper draft simulator before the official pre-release and release. Could be that. Anyways, at least we have already this, because I think the visual spoiler was up just today or yesterday.
Yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
Or the day before, max.
This is a very weird pack. Again, like, so much green. I don't know if it's just a print run or just a bug of the draft simulator. Well, simulation of the boosters.
I don't know.
So, what would you take here? My guess would be between Ramp and Grove Sunlands and yeah, I think I would probably be deciding between Sunlands and Ramp and Grove if it would be pack one.
Yeah, pick Sunlands over. Sunlands every time.
Really? You love it so much?
Especially when I have no idea what's in the set, so.
I hate you know that, right?
I told you.
Nah. You know,
yeah, it's
cards in the set.
Not even close, I mean card-wise.
Really?
Yeah, no.
What if I tell you that Black Green X midrange has so much of like flexibility and so many good cards and so on.
I still pick the lands.
Well, fine. I could see some reason here. I just think that like rampant growth is way more restrictive.
And
It
we're
gives us
passing like different green cards too, so that's
the problem is
signal.
that within black-green there is not that much depth. Well, there is depth in that kind of direction in that archetype, but blue-white is kind of shared between some flavors of blue-white skies, and Metalcraft / Affinity is also mainly blue-white. So there will be lots of fights over like blue cards, but over white ones as well. So I think like some Jaunt or Junk would be the most kind of safe choice in the dark.
Yeah, but in this pack you're picking the only white card, so that's a good way to start things, I think.
Yeah, it could be.
Passing all the green cards and stuff.
Mm.
Not that you really care what the guys on the left pick, but what does the guy do?
Which one, the Gil or Guile or Gil, whatever. 6 mana 6/6 can be blocked, I said, by 3 or more guys. Then if a spell or ability you control would counter a spell, instead exile that spell. And you may play that card without the mana cost. So it encourages you to play counters, but it's still like 6 mana 6/6 with Sword of Evasion.
Sword of Evasion?
Well, you have to block it with 3 or more guys.
What set is that from?
That's Lorving, I think.
I can't remember.
You know what? I'm a bit disappointed. They reprinted Swans, but they didn't reprint the...
Seismic Assault?
No, not the Assault. Assault will be bonkers. They didn't even give the Chain of Plasma for it. So, I'm a bit sad.
Oh well.
It's still fine. It fits into the Blue-White Skies archetype. There's your favorite Sunlands as well.
I rather like the Nameless Inversion. But
would you first pick it here?
I have no idea what the first pick. I mean, there's the lands, the inversion, the Sky Hunter, and then Swans and the Necrogenesis or whatever, which I don't know anything about. I mean, been good in some format.
Well, Electrolyze is kind of sweet as well.
Yeah. This is pretty even, I think.
Depending on the preference, if you want to kind of force artifacts, you could... Well, Mechan is probably not the first pick, but depending if there wouldn't be, let's say, 2 rares here, and the rare would be like mediocre, I could say like picking Mechanist if you want to just force the artifacts. There's at least mono blue Tezzeret in the set, which is kind of sweet. Although not that many mana stones.
Yeah, there aren't many.
I don't remember like hardly any.
Yeah, I'd probably go with the inversion just because it's it's removable. It's a single color, plus it's a changeling.
And it's instant.
Yeah.
Actually, changeling feature is not super relevant here. Okay, there is Tarmo in the set, but that's mostly it. So there are no like big upsides of having shapeshifters. Well, there is some upsides with some cards which give you benefits for casting Spirit or Arcane. So there is that. So it counts as playing a Spirit. But most of cards in that direction are so horrible. Which
you can get that back with the Soul Shift guys, right?
Can you? Because it says like Spirit card, right?
I can't remember what they said.
Yeah, I think Soul Shift was like get like a Spirit cards.
I'm gonna check.
Oh well, whatevs.
Spirit card.
Huh?
Spirit card. So yeah.
Okay.
You can get that back.
This is a funny pack to draft, I feel like. We're not like first picking Iona here for sure.
Guild Mage?
Yeah, I could dig that. Especially because there is Scatter, that's first, right?
Yeah.
And there is also the gazillion mana overrun with Convoke. So you can make a bunch of guys and then like Convoke some and cast the overrun basically.
Yeah.
And that's the one from Ravnica, with Convoke, that overrun.
Yeah, the 7 mana one with the wolves in the picture.
Yeah. It's still it's still fine if you can pick a Guild Mage and the Scatter, and there are some other ways to make tokens, including Blossom and also what's the name? Endvexar. The 5 mana 2/2 like cast a creature with costs X and put X 1/1s. And then sacrifice the guy like if you have seven or more tokens. Which is gonna be pretty sweet. Like, even this Primarch gonna have some synergy and some kind of increased peak order because of those token generators. And there are quite a few. I think, so if there wouldn't be like Guild Mage in the pack, I suppose Arrest is next?
Yep.
Probably. Because of Guild Mages and stuff like that, Arrest actually is much better than Pacifism in this set.
Better than what?
Pacifism.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because there are lots of guys with activated abilities here. Even this stupid like Knight.
Well, that nobody's gonna use, I don't think.
Well, I'm almost gone through like the set in terms of breaking out the archetypes and the cards each archetype once, and there is some sort of push towards the main, and there is actually some amount of decent fixing. So it's possible, but I think it's one of those filler archetypes when if you didn't succeed to get into one of the premier archetypes in the draft, then this is your kind of backup. And actually as a 2/2 for free with First Strike is not absolutely terrible.
It was actually usable back in the day. In its previous format.
Yeah, well, Alara was much more splashable for all the domains and everything. The amount of mana fiction there was just bonkers.
But if you get like couple of the bounce lands, then
Oh yeah, sure.
it might be fine.
Yeah, I think maybe 2 sort of off-color bounce lands. I mean the Karu lands.
Yeah.
This set would have been like really bananas if there would be a snap in there. Imagine vines, vapor, snag, mana lakes, bolts, and everything. I think the R&D just thought that snap would be too much here.
Snap?
Yeah. Snapcaster is not in the set.
No, in his card is not.
Ah, it was what?
That's why Liliana's not there either.
Ah, because it's from, what was it, Lorving up to Innistrad or what?
Yeah.
Mirror Enforcer is still here. So, Innistrad was... so Mirrodin up to Innistrad or what was it?
Yeah.
That's sad.
It is.
That's so sad. Snapcaster would have been so sick in this set.
I was like, what? Snap? Different card.
Right. Another booster. What was going on? Well, it depending, like, whether this is first pack or not. I mean, whether it's first booster. So, inversion, arrests. But I really like this guy. Well, Sphere of the Suns is also, like, one of the first picks, I guess.
Really?
In the set. Well, there are a lot of, like, multicolor and hybrid cards, and stuff like Mystic Snake, which is really at awkward spot. Like, blue-green is not really a good combination. Blue-red is awesome, blue-white is awesome. And then decks with green would be probably like green-black something. So the mana cost on the Mystic Snake is really awkward.
It is.
And you could maybe play some blue-white or blue-red and maybe splash Mystic Snake off the Sphere of the Suns.
That's a horrible plan.
Well, I'm not saying one sphere would be enough. It probably will take like a Simic Chamber or something like that in addition to the sphere.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that Andrei Häyrynen is really sweet.
Well, the crocodile can be pretty nice too. I don't know.
Well, it was sweet in its time.
Yeah.
Was it Shadowmoor? Or even Shadowmoor or Eventide, anyways. And yeah, it was quite nasty. I remember that, but I'm not sure whether it's gonna be ridiculous here. Well, stuff like Plagued Rusalka would be like not very sweet combo, I suppose, right? To make this work, and I think he will probably will Rusalka, because there are really enough playballs here, and not that many decks would want the Rusalka.
But yeah, I don't know
if what?
I don't know what I would pick here. Probably, no. I always go with removal if I'm not sure. That's always a safe choice.
That's the safe path, always go with removal. But Enric is nothing like that bad on its own in basically any deck.
It's 5 mana 2/2.
Huh?
It's a 5 mana 2/2, that's my problem.
Well, when you cast any creature, you get a bunch of 1/1s.
If you get to cast any before it.
Oh, come on. So you think like things will die all the time?
On the 5th turn, if it's 2/2, yeah.
you're not gonna play this in the control deck, so you're gonna play it in the creature deck in order to trigger it. So that means, like, opponent may run out to removal when you cast this guy. Or if he would kill this guy, he might die from your other creatures which you cast earlier. Because they can't let it, like, stay in play. It's like a Rebel Master. If you don't kill it right away, then you're screwed.
Yeah. But it's like, by the fifth turn you empty most of your hand anyway. Then you slam that, and then you need to have one more creature and hope that doesn't die.
No.
It's a nice card if it survives, obviously. But it's still a 5-mana.
Oh well. Okay, let's see if another pack would look better. Yay, Spellblade! Yay! And yeah, newsflash for you, they downgraded the Eldrazi Temple from rare to uncommon.
Hooray.
This seems really fair, right?
Yeah.
Because it never really felt like a rare.
Yeah, I didn't.
This is a very weird card in this set. Hikari. I mean, you have those changelings, and there are some spirits, almost no arcanes, as I remember.
Yeah.
It's really a weird spot. It's basically a 4/4 flyer for 5 at uncommon, which can blink sometimes.
Yep. That's what it does.
Yeah, which is, I guess, quite solid.
It is.
For uncommon, especially. I think in the dark, in the vacuum, I would probably pick here.
I'd go with the scatter. Rather.
Explain.
Oh, it's a hill giant, the other guy.
Well, but you have giant Eldrazi in the deck, and you have a lot of awesome stuff to ramp into with Predator.
I don't know anything about that.
Well, I'm telling you now. And then there's also the Invader.
It's breaking up again. Oh. There's what?
So we don't have the red common from Rise of Eldrazi, but or was there? No, I don't think so. But there was the black one, which makes 2 guys, the 5-mana one. This guy and the 2-mana guy, which makes spawn.
Yep.
So yeah, and there is even stuff outside of Eldrazi's and Primeval Titan, which I think is the only Titan they reprinted.
Yeah, there were any other.
Yeah, the green one. There's a bunch of other awesome stuff ramped into. Like, there's Pilaka Worm at uncommon.
Yeah.
There's lots of, like, mid-rangey goodies to ramp into. Don't remember by heart all of them right now, but I remember a lot. Like, also the Wildfire Elemental, that was the, what was it? Again, Rise of Eldrazi, no, World Wake. 4-mana 4/4 multi-kicker for a green, like, make 2/2 tokens for each.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Aye?
That's good.
Yeah, so you can ramp into that, and so green mid-range decks feel like it's one of the best directions to go. But blue-white flyers are also not too far behind.
can just click the link on the booster pack.
Maybe.
You know.
Anyways, again, this is such an awkward card. They reprinted. Yeah, I think it was probably just to make it cheaper in paper Magic.
Yep.
But it's so crazy. Like, there are not that many auras in the set.
It's a rare. What do you expect? Not everything has to have a synergy.
Yeah, and especially for this set where they mashed together so many things. And
this is pretty awful.
One reason why Scatter is so awesome in this deck is because of this guy.
Oh yeah, there you go. It's even a comment.
Yeah, which is why I didn't notice it. Because I know it's originally a rare.
It is?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yes, it is. In Ravnica it was a rare.
I don't believe it.
Well, you can check it out.
I will.
Pop out your eyeballs and pick them up again. Yeah, I would expect it to be its uncommon, but it's common. This is just bananas. With oranges. That's just really sick here. How high would you pick this guy? If you
which guy?
This one.
Wait. I don't know. Seems alright.
Well, something like pick 5, pick 6.
Yeah. Maybe even 4 if the pack is crap.
Okay.
I mean, it's pretty good.
But why you said this pack is horrible? It has a lot of decent ones.
Well, decent ones, but nothing spectacular. The other packs were much better. They had some real goodies you wanna pick. Here is just like you pick the land.
One Sign is good. Somber is fine. Every Snipe is awesome. There is some blink effects. At least one, the Kamigawa one, which puts a counter. So there's at least that. I still like the Twister. I like the Wrecking Ball as well.
Oh yeah, the Twisters. I guess.
Well, maybe I'm getting too attached to Twister. I just like cards like this in Limited.
Oh, it's the Wrath of God basically, but I guess from this pack I'd try to pick it.
What are you talking about? So I was clicking on this link.
No, the one on the left. You know, on the upper left no, just click the
upper left. Which one?
Open booster. Click.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
I was clicking it.
Yeah, go.
So that's what I was clicking at.
So you see on this page.
Yeah.
The link on the upper left.
Upper left.
No,
where?
No. Go back.
What do you mean go back?
To the booster pack page.
Okay.
There's a link on the left upper side of the page.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
The new one.
Yeah, I just didn't see it somehow.
Who's the blind man now, huh?
Shut your face. And then put some mustard on it. So that I can fry your chicks.
Right.
I really wanted to have a proper support for domain archetype, but outside of Tribal Flames there is very little reason.
There's that dragon.
It's not a
dragon. Guy or whatever.
It's not a dragon. It's a sphinx.
No, I mean the red guy. It comes with the...
the knight?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not a big reason.
No, it's not.
He's okay, yeah, but it's more of a like, I ended up here so that I would have a playable deck because everybody was cutting me from left to right. That's how you end up in Domain, apparently, and not by deliberately trying to draft it.
But how good are artifacts in this set?
Which one?
Mersmith is pretty nice if you get a lot of them.
Come again.
How many artifacts in this?
Actually, more or less enough, so you could make it work.
Because the Mersmith is awesome.
The Enforcer? Ah, the Mersmith, yeah. I know, it is awesome. I have limited experience with it and limited when it was originally printed in Scars, but yeah, I remember actually kind of losing to it because it was distracting so much attention. And I think it was almost the best one of the cycle. The blue one is, I think, the best one because it looted, right?
Yeah, I still like that one the best.
This one, because it actually provides board presence.
Exactly.
The blue one wasn't exact draw, it was looting, right?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, okay, there are some grounds to think that this one was the best of the cycle in Mirrodin. So what stands out here? I really love the things because apparently Metalcraft is a thing in the set. So it's even as a 4 flyer for 4 is quite okay, but with Metalcraft it becomes bananas. Bananas and hot dogs.
Don't go very well together.
I don't know, I might even eat some hot dogs with some sliced bananas on it. I have a weird taste, trust me.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, I sometimes like drink beer and while I'm hungry I'm too lazy to cook some proper food, so I would snack some clementines or some oranges or that kind of stuff. And sip beer.
Combo.
Combo.
The Wiseman guy's okay too, but not first pick material.
Which one?
That Vampire Outcast.
You mean Outcasts?
The nigga.
Come on.
Oh, it's the only black card. How can you...
So what? Still doesn't justify to call it this way here. Even as a funny nickname.
Come on, it's a card.
I know it's a card, so what then? Relax. Okay. New pack. Blub 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 blub. Blub blub blub. Oh, holy moly. Oh, holy cow, do you see it? Do you see it?
Combo.
Not just that. Map is like not absurd in this set, but if you have like, got past late pick some Eldrazi's, and then probably one of your last picks would be like some Eldrazi Temple or Ayuvugan, then you can really go deep with this. But, well, because this is not first pick, you probably pass it over, but I think it's fine to pick it up like in the middle of the pack if it gets wheeled.
In the middle, maybe.
Or gets passed to you.
I just don't like it very much.
The map. Well.
Only got in the fringe deck, pretty much.
Well, obviously your eye is firstly drawn to Dismember Twin, then what?
Splinter Twin. How about?
Yeah.
Didn't they have one of the pieces too in the set, or not?
I was browsing down to it. I think there's at least one.
The 2-1?
Hmm.
Was there the excerpt or whatever?
Hold. It's all loading. No, that's just multicolor. Loading. You know what's funny? I don't think there is one, because I would have noticed it. I think it's really ridiculous. There is Twin and there's Jiki in the set, and no Exarch or Twin, Exarch or Pestermite.
Well, that's just...
I know. Even
well,
though...
it's good with Muldrifter.
Well, it's good in this set with a bunch of things.
Yeah.
So there's Click, Prime Time, like, you don't really draft a deck like that. Unless you're rare drafting or something. What else is really good with? Eversnipe. Obviously Pilaka Worm.
Well, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be just nom. Well, there are some drones and predators, but that's like just marginal, but still okay-ish value. Oh, was there anything else to kind of force it? Well, Mystic Snake, although your mana base should be awesome somehow. I don't know how. Like all the on-color Karu lands and more than that.
The Crusher.
Nah. Well, of course it's fine with like Eldrazi's, but it's just...
They do the job without the Twin Tone.
Yeah.
So yeah, dismembers the obvious.
All this sweetness. Especially since, like, the removal is not that insane in the set.
I still kind of like the Worm better.
Obviously. But come on, Worm is 7 mana. And if you play Worm and Twin, so you have a double red and triple green card in your deck, you can probably make it work, but it will be pretty hard. And it doesn't look like green and red go well together in this set.
By the way, I love the new picture and the custodian or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what it is, but it looks pretty nice.
They should call it like Sad Robot number 2.
Only if you could get that picture in the old frame.
Yeah, I'm Ultra Nil to me. Well, you know where the joke came from. For sad robot. that nickname. Alright? Say again.
Where?
Solemn Simulacrum.
Yeah, again.
So, basically, why is it called nicknamed Sad Robot? Is because,
well, I don't know why it's sad, but
well, it doesn't look super sad on the picture and on either of the two artworks for it, but it's called this way because everybody wants it to die. Because you want it to die to draw a card, they want it to die so that you don't have a blocker which draws you a card or something.
Yeah.
So everybody wants it to die. That's why it's Sad Robot. Though this one on this picture looks even more sad than solemn.
It does. Well, the saddest is the new picture and the solemn simulacrum. That's awful. I don't know why anyone would want to play that over the old one.
Okay, back to our monkeys.
Dismember next back.
Well, of course, like, priority one probably to win if you're in red, and then dismember.
Even if you're not on red, I think dismember. Or even if you are on red, then dismember. Dismember all the way.
Could be true. Could be true. I told you, like, most of the good creatures to blink. And apparently there are not super many of them. Well, Alchemist, not Alchemist, Mechanist is another one. But still, Dismember is probably most of the time correct.
Yeah, I mean, it's the contract that's playable, so.
I like the Tapper.
I don't like the Tapper.
Why not?
I usually like Tappers, but not this one.
Solid cards, and you don't actually have to have access to white to play what would like it.
It's like 1 minute too many.
Well, it's because it's colorless.
Oh, and the fluffy dog on the next to it. If you get a lot of spirits, that's like one of the better cards.
Could be that, but there are not that many spirits or arcanes. A few changelings, but
that's what I keep saying, but I see like spirits all over the place.
Yeah, but a lot of them are pretty bad on their own.
Like Nameless Inversion.
What I mean is that you may end up with a lot of spirits or changelings in your draft by accident. And even if you draft quite a few of them, it still doesn't feel like that insane. Because then you're playing with a bunch of bad cards and hoping for those synergies.
I guess, but that's not really a bad card, I don't think.
Maybe. We have to kind of, well, or at least I have to practice it to have a better feeling.
Yeah, but in the original form, it was pretty nuts. If you got the deck for it.
Okay. Well, I could dig that. I could totally dig that. And this set's like, it's probably...
Yeah, not that good, but...
Filler. What's your peak order for one splinters?
If you got tokens, then yeah, it's good, but otherwise, I don't like that.
Yeah. Just telling you, I noticed quite a few token generators. So it's actually fine.
Doing the affliction isn't bad either. It's kind of a removal spell. Why is this god in every pack? Oh, there's another spirit.
Yeah. There is. Still don't like that direction in the draft. I mean, it is an archetype. You can draft around that stuff, but just don't like it.
It's a bit clunky because the curve.
Repeal Mana Leak, Clean Hawk, of course Agony Warp. Yeah. Probably the first pick here in the dark.
There's nothing else, right?
Well, I don't know, I still somehow like the Gil, but there are not that many counter spells in the set, so that's the problem. You're not getting maximum value out of it.
6 mana 6/6 doesn't do anything much.
What? They have to block it with 3 guys, I told you before.
Well, yeah.
It's almost like having, what was it, Taunt?
No, Whispers of Cloak.
You're filling for Vengeful Rebirth. I liked that card when it was in Reborn.
Yeah.
It wasn't like one of the first picks. It's a great what?
It's a bit clunky.
It's a bit clunky, but I still kinda like it in some of the mid-range decks as a one-off. Kind of like, it's a removal and you bring back one of your bombs, so...
Very heavy in your starting hand and does nothing the whole game, but... Yeah.
Well, it's basically like having a 6 mana, what is it? Recollects with, something like, Wild Slash.
Yeah. But Repeal isn't that bad either.
Oh, well, Wild Slash doesn't hit face, this one does. So you can actually, somehow discard, really like an Eldrazi. Oh yeah, shit, like there's Emrakul in the set. Combo. I know you can't do that, it's sorcery. If it would have been instant, it would be bonkers. Anyways, there is Kozilek and Ulamog and Crusher and stuff like that, and Pelaka Worm and some other boom booms. So this
How do you get them in your graveyard? You just slam and win.
Oh wait, was it all of them shuffling?
Not all of them. Just the bigger ones, I think.
Well, Ulamog and Kozilek still shuffling.
Yeah.
Damn. Still. Could be a nice, like, blade face.
First pick Warp, second pick Repeal.
Warp Repeal, yeah, agree here. The thing is here that cards like Warp and Repeal are gonna be kind of obvious, but you also need to think like how high and for what deck you pick stuff like this, the Rebirth.
Well, that I wouldn't even think about.
At all.
At all.
So you think that even though you don't know the sets quite well yet, you think you will still never play it?
Yeah, probably not.
Even in the ramp deck?
You know what?
Ramp.
No.
Let's say you have Primeval Titan in your draft deck.
So?
Or in the sealed deck, whatever. Still wouldn't play it.
Nope.
Interesting. Well, last one, and I think we sum this up. Yeah,
Oh, there it is.
What? Your favorite Marshall? Or your favorite card? What's your actual favorite card?
Like Peter?
For reals?
Yeah.
In general or just for constructed?
In general, I guess.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
I mean, you have to have some reasoning for that.
It's a fun card to play with, and it was one of the first cards I also played in the tournament, so...
So you started with Stronghold Exodus or whatever?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. I just started with Judgment. Although, I was quite into Extended when I started. So I saw the funky, old school, black-green midrange with Spy Feeders and Weavers and Spirit Hungers. You remember that?
Yeah, I played that.
Was it playing the Oversoul Symmetry? I'm not sure.
No, that was standard.
Yeah. Well, there were the Ravenous Bellows in there, right?
Vampiric Tutors and...
No, were there the Ravenous Bellows in the deck?
Yes.
Yeah. Vamp Tutor, I remember, it wasn't there.
And Wall of Blossoms.
Yeah.
And... Oh, Living Wishes.
Oh yeah, sure.
But yeah.
Fun deck.
Original Rock.
Yeah, Original Rock, yeah, exactly.
That was pretty much my favorite deck ever.
Well, not the worst, not the worst. Yeah, here probably the pick is the Golem.
Yeah, that's the obvious pick.
What's the second one here?
Scatter.
Oh, come on, again the Scatter? Well, it's just a nice card, it's very flexible and all that. But
Exactly. One of those safe picks.
no love for the Rampant Growth with a format with a lot of mana picks and a lot of multicolored cards?
I guess not. I don't know. Not first pick material.
Well, I'm not talking like first pick, it's more like second pick. Let's say Golem is taken out and you're left with this 4-thing, or you get past this 4-thing.
No, I take the Scatter every time.
You gotta give me more than that.
What can I say? The growth does nothing.
It's 2 mana accelerator and a fixer.
Well, it's a fixture if you're on the color. If you're not, then too bad.
Well, let's say you're in green. Still Scatter?
Yeah. There's so many things. If it was a sorcerer, then... But it's an instant too, so...
Do you think for this set, that Convoke instant to make a Saproling token would be too much? The one with buyback? I don't remember the name now.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Not the Spiders playing, but wait, Strangling Suit? No, that was another card from the set. The 2 mana...
Yeah, I know, buyback.
With Convoke and buyback.
Yeah, that...
Make a token.
That card was stupid in limit.
Yeah, I heard stories and I saw like board states. I drafted it myself, but when I drafted it, I never got it going because I had to stabilize the board, and with that card in my deck, I always had to play against some tempo aggro decks.
But yeah, that one. And it was a common too.
Yeah.
Just stupid.
Yeah, plus, you had that 6 mana kinda overrun for Domain.
Well, you don't need that. You just make tokens and more tokens and more tokens. Just overwhelm your opponent.
Yeah. Overgrown your opponent.
I guess.
Alrighty then. It's been fun talking to you, and actually a really surprising insight in like not just how you evaluated cards, but all those nostalgic stories and so on.
I mean, it's like 25 euros or whatever it was. I don't know how much it's now.
Yeah, probably, probably very quick snap.
Yep.
Well, yeah, it depends on the tournaments. It's really hard to say. FNM instantly snap.
And yeah, any small.
Like if it's just something a little bit bigger than that. A little bit bigger than FNM. Well, if it's like GP trials sealed, I know you probably can't make like Watermaster sealed for those. I don't know. What else it could be like big? Maybe some big open draft or sealed open tournaments. Something like that. And then let's say, what was it? Yeah, in the draft, would you pass it?
In what draft?
Let's say draft open.
It's kind of hard.
Well, let's say like you're.
Depends what the other cards are, I guess. If there's some super bomb, then I might pass it, but if
like
not.
What?
Well, I mean, if the pack is average, then I don't really care. I just pick the rare. I mean, it's not like some average card is gonna make a difference if it's in my deck or not.
Alright then. Well, let's wrap up here.
First thing.
So, talk to you some other time about this or something else.
Yeah, if you need some random thing.
This, not only it was, I think, valuable talk for somebody who is just trying to figure out like what to do with this set, but also I think we brought some giggles.
Yeah.
I hope.
It's just some card evaluation, because I don't know much about the archetypes here.
Well, I do, and I think most of the time you were more right than I was, which is kind of odd, but acceptable. Acceptable. Alrighty, until next time then.
Ciao.
Cheers. Ciao.